There's noise in the world, there's noise and distractions all the time. Now, I'm not creating the noises and distractions that will happen during this video deliberately to show that point and prove that point, but I'm acknowledging it. Right now, where I'd normally film around the back, somebody's doing drilling or gardening, there's more traffic outside, cars starting, people walking and talking, and trying to find space to really think takes something. To create an environment where you really can pause, stop, reset, an environment where you can actually quiet down those outside sources of information or disinformation, those things that want your time and attention, take something. It takes a requirement of you choosing to say, you know what, I'm going to create that space and time for myself. Now, whether you are doing that for your own sanity, for the well-being of your family and your relationships, you're doing that so you can think really strategically about the business that you might be the owner, the chairman of, or an employee of. It is vital, I think, to really have that space to think. Because what happens too often is we get into an unbalanced state. When we're in that aspect of being pulled or pushed, we may make a choice or decision that we wouldn't take, wouldn't think about, wouldn't even consider being the right thing to do if we weren't in that environment. So the challenge is that the world itself isn't designed to be flat, right? We have these moments of adrenaline, moments of excitement. Life is exciting in that way, right? So learning how to better go in that moment and find that pause, take that breath and get yourself really centered is vital. One of my mentors used to say that all distractions are equal. All distractions are equal. So when I'm making this video, I'm aware that there are distractions. I could have filmed it inside, filmed it in a studio, but this is also their environment today. It's also showing you that people are going back to work, back to reality. There's more life going around. Whereas a few weeks ago, everything was completely locked down. And I think as we go back into a different world, whatever happens, that importance of learning how to find some calm and stillness in yourself, it's called the ultimate calm in my research 20 years ago on this, is vital. And you can do that often in a few moments. Once you practice this, once you have that state in yourself, and you know when you're there, when you're not there, and have systems to keep you in that environment, you can get back into it really quickly. But if you haven't got that, how can you get back? How can you avoid the distractions that happen out in the world, whether it's young kids or people doing it on purpose? And it gets quite interesting to do that. As I said, distractions are going to happen in life, like in this video. And so if you can find a way to navigate knowing that, keeping your direction clear, focusing on B as we say, then I think you'll find over the coming days, weeks, months ahead, you'll change who you're becoming. The results you produce will improve. And it might be a very small little improvement, 1 degree at a time, 1 degree of 1 degree at a time. But those improvements over time will build up. I'm going to give you an example to think through. Imagine if tomorrow morning, magically, you've won the lottery. $1 billion, £1 billion is now yours. Suddenly, right, it's the same world, but possibly your reality just shifted. How are you going to feel? Will you be making the right choices? Will you communicate the way you'd think and want to if you'd planned it strategically ahead of time? What if tomorrow morning the worst possible thing you could ever imagine happened that you cared about? Again, could you be there calmly forth in the way you would love to be if you'd really understood it and thought about it? And I'm saying that not to stress you out, not to worry you, but because if you think about things ahead of time while you're in that calm state, you can do strategic planning so that when it does show up, you're more prepared. And that preparation is vital. Preparing often for things that might never happen gives you an ability to take action when other people are still scrambling to find their feet. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.